Tonight, live from the Hollywood Palladium, it's the 3rd Annual American Comedy Awards. And now, here is one of last year's winners, the petite flower, Miss Judy Tenuta.
Hey, pigs, let's party! Oh, I'm tired. Oh, look at me, here I come. Hey, you pigs, catch my ghost. I'm flying. Yeah. Oh, nice. Unchain me, stud puppet. Oh, thank you. Oh. Yes. Kneel down, stud puppets. Yes, I'm Judy, and I'm so honored to be opening the show tonight. You know, they were gonna get Madonna to do it, but you know, she's busy making another hit film. Desperately seeking talent. Co-starring LaToya Jackson. Michael, I've been naked. Yeah, they were also gonna get George Bush to do it. George Bush, come on, this guy's no president. He's a substitute teacher. I mean it. He sounds like Mr. Rogers without the male hormones. He's always saying, I want to see 1,000 points of light. Yeah, we'll stick a candle in Quayle's head. Oh, good, perfect. They have these cue cards here. Yeah, I'll be reading them. Count on it. Let's get wild. Oh, look at these beefy burritos of manhood. Oh, tell me they're not begging to be greased up. Flex those pecs. Nice. Good, these guys could breastfeed up with people. Good, come on, you know the censors are kind of moody now. Yeah, they're going, Judy, you gotta be careful what you say. Yeah, nice. You know, I'm the spokes goddess for Diet Dr. Pepper. And, yeah! And you know, when I was doing those commercials, the stud peppers were really cool, but then the censors came in and they go, hey, Judy, you can't say power tool. It's too sexual. Great. No, but meanwhile, they keep showing these commercials about feminine plumbing products. You know, yeah, you know, where the mother and daughter are on a swing in the woods. Yeah, that could happen. Yeah, and the daughter says, oh, Mom, I feel so close to you. And the mom says, good, stick this in your pants. That's right, they cannot censor the goddess. Take me away, love slaves.
The 3rd Annual American Comedy Awards.
Oh, hi. Well, it's a thrill to be here.
Hey! What channel will we be on?
Cops and women don't mix. It's like eating a spoonful of Drano. Sure, it'll clean you out, but it'll leave you hollow inside.
Leave me alone! Leave me alone! Sometimes you have to slap them in the face just to get their attention.
Yes.
For starters, don't ever kiss me again.
You're gonna frame people.
Me toss and you lucky.
Real good.
I have not slept in a week, but I look magnifico, no?
I'm telling you, you're the only one of its kind in the world.
Hi, I'm Larry. This is my brother Daryl, and this is my other brother Daryl. Take a bow, Daryl. Good. Now, on with the show. For months, we have planned an opening number that was to involve Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. As you may recall, the 61st Annual Academy Awards shamelessly pilfered our concept and in the process became involved in a nasty legal imbroglio. Nevertheless, we have decided not to discard the idea altogether. However, it was necessary to give the broom to Rob Lowe and $350,000 worth of sets and costumes. Fortunately for us, Snow White had a little sister, No White, and she has agreed to appear here tonight along with 7 different dwarfs.
Well, good evening. I'm Dwarf Snoozy.
And I'm Dwarf Shifty. Comedy's my life. Rah!
When did you get out? Hi, I'm Dwarf Smiley. My real name is Rich Little.
Yo, Dwarf Sneaky reporting for duty, Your Holiness.
Oh, hi, Ollie. How's everything at the Crook of the Month Club? Of course, I'm not a crook. Not me, no.
Hi there, guys. Anybody want to go out and play?
Let me tell you something, Dan. You're no Spiro Agnew either.
Last but not least is Dwarf Squeaky.
I can't say anything about anything until the trials are over. As you know, I wasn't in the loop for any of this. Aha! Now I see 1,000 points of light. Ah!
And now, if all the dwarfs are ready, here is Snow White's little sister, No White, from Police Academy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Marion Ramsey and the Croft Puppets. Here's the way the song should be sung. Go, No White.
Good job in the city, acting for the man every night and day, and I never lost 1 minute to sleep. Whatever way things might have been, it will keep on turning, never keep on burning, rolling, 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 rolling on the river, rolling on the river, rolling, 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 rolling on the river. Clicked a lot of planes in Memphis, popped a lot of gas down in New Orleans, but I never saw the good side of the city. Damn, I hitched a ride on a riverboat breeze. We'll keep on turning, never keep on burning, rolling, 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 rolling on the river, rolling on the river, rolling, 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 rolling on the river. We'll keep on turning, never keep on burning, rolling, 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 rolling on the river, rolling on the river, rolling, 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 rolling on the
The 3rd Annual American Comedy Awards, brought to you by Michelob. One taste will tell you why the night belongs to Michelob. Burger King, where we do it like you do it. Dr. Pepper, Diet Dr. Pepper and Dr. Pepper bottlers across the USA. And Dodge, the cars and trucks America wants, the terms America needs.
You know there's going to be an interruption now. You know why? They need a commercial. First they don't pay it, then you have to introduce a commercial. First I get nothing to do the show, then I have to tell them jokes for nothing, then I have to introduce commercials for nothing, then they're going to make a fortune from the commercial, and I'll still get nothing. I still have to sell chopped liver to make a living. You know why? From doing shows like this.
Ladies and gentlemen, Beatrice Arthur.
Thank you very much. Good evening, and welcome to the 3rd Annual American Comedy Awards, an event that is to award shows what the banjo is to a symphony orchestra. Ballots were sent to 1,100 performers who selected the 5 nominees and the winners for the funniest achievements in each area. The ballots were counted by Price Waterhouse to determine the winners of these awards, which we are about to present here in the elegance of the Hollywood Palladium, an historical landmark, the decor of which cries out for the presentation of comedy awards. In the past, the proceedings of the Annual Comedy Awards have had all the dignity, taste, and subtlety of the running of the bulls in Pamplona. This award has come to mean to comedy what Willard Scott would mean to a production of Noel Coward's Private Lives. Noel Coward's Private Lives. Anyway, I would like to request that the winners keep their acceptance speeches short and tasteful, devoid of any sentimental references to agents, managers, wives, husbands, mothers, and fathers. No one believes that crap anyway. So now let's all try to behave ourselves and see if this turkey will fly. May I have the envelope with the first 5 nominees, please? The funniest support... The funniest supporting female performer in television, Elise Beasley from Moonlighting.
You came back, finally. Some of them said you might not want to, but I knew you'd come. You would not come. You could not come. And now you're here, our audience. Mwah!
From Newhart, Julia Duffy.
I don't know what came over me. It's all my fault. I was driven by a surge of unbridled lust, but I know with you by my side, I'll never feel that way again.
From a different world, Jasmine Guy.
Who's that woman talking to Dwayne? Leslie Wilkins. Well, she certainly looks like a shoe that's been worn.
From the Tracy Ullman Show, Julie Kavner.
Teach me how to dance.
What?
Yeah. You're a dance instructor. Teach me how to dance.
Now?
Right now.
From Cheers, Rhea Perlman.
Don't mess with God. Look at all the people in the Bible who did. The entire population of Sodom and Gomorrah. Lot's wife turned into a salt lick with boobs.
And the winner is Rhea Perlman in Cheers.
Oh, this is really great. It really is. It's just a really great feeling to think that after doing Cheers for like
about 1 million years now that people still appreciate it and watch it and thanks. And like my character and everything, and thank you very much. It just makes me feel like personally doing something for every one of you, all of you who voted for me and all the fans out there. As a matter of fact, I am going to do something for all of you. I'm going to invite you all over to dinner at Ted Danson's house. That's Friday night at 8:30. Okay, dress casual. Okay.
Miss Betty White.
Before continuing, I'd like to say a few words. In defense of trash TV, people, well, let's face it, people put Geraldo down. People put Morton Downey down. Come on, everybody, be reasonable. Where would we be without these dedicated journalists? I mean, we wouldn't know that male lesbians can have babies in outer space. We wouldn't know that satanic rock artists love their moms. Or that Eddie Murphy was once a hairdresser named LaWanda. Geraldo and all these wackos perform a very valuable service. They make the National Enquirer seem almost credible. So the next time, everybody, the next time you see Geraldo, don't hit him with a chair. Hit him with a bus. Oh, I feel so much better now. And now for the funniest male performer supporting in television. The nominees are, from Saturday Night Live, Dana Carvey.
You're hardly touching your food, Benediction. Perhaps you are too distracted with the thought of fondling our muscles.
From Cheers, Woody Harrelson.
Yeah, I'm worried about you. You know, if you're not careful, you're going to start wasting away, and pretty soon your ribs will start to show, like this guy back in Hanover, Kyle Lefferts. Of course, he'd been dead a while when they found him.
From Night Court, John Larroquette.
You can make it? Terrific. I'm looking forward to it. I've heard a lot about you. Candy?
From Newhart, Peter Scolari.
Dick, I've decided to keep my nose out of other people's businesses and start one of my own. One that requires minimal capital and yet will enable me to afford food again.
And from Cheers, George Wendt.
Money is no substitute for the love of a good woman. Now, real estate, especially in today's market.
And the winner is Dana Carvey, Saturday Night Live.
Hello, it's very exciting. I'm very proud to have won this award. Probably a lot of you are wondering just who the hell I am. Well, I do this character, and I do Hans on the show, you know, and a little happy face, you know. It looks like a little loser award. Very easy to lift, you know, not a big problem here, you know. And, of course, I could accept this as George Bush, which would doing that thing down there in Panama. What we're going to do is study, work on that whole area. That guy down there doing that thing, going round and round. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Yes, he's Mr. Vague, and I've made it clear to you that he is vague. So it's amazing. I've never won anything, and I don't know who really voted for me, and I hope I'm not making you regret your choice at this point, but I'll try to keep doing whatever it is you think I do that you wanted to vote for me for. And I want to thank Lorne Michaels and the cast, of course, and the writers. And this is just sort of surprising, because I just put wigs on and I'm in this little studio, and I'm shocked that people notice. So isn't that special? And I wanted to pump you up and Chica make lousy house pet, and I'm yelling and I don't know why. So it does mean a lot to me. I don't, it's, you know, it's not an Oscar, but I won something, so I am actually very thankful. So I'm probably rambling. Enjoy the rest of the evening, and thank you very much, and good night. Thank you. I don't know, that's like a 2-minute acceptance speech.
We'll be back in a moment with the people who made you laugh the most this year. They live to make you laugh. They die to make you laugh. And I'm dying right now because I'm working for nothing.
Stay tuned for the American Comedy Awards. I myself was nominated for a Lifetime Achievement Award, but I have no lifetime. It's just when it's been now. I'm nothing, but they will continue in a minute.
Ladies and gentlemen, Walter Matthau.
Each year, the American Comedy Awards program honors someone for their contribution in the creation of humor. The first year, we honored Norman Lear. Last year, the honoree was Blake Edwards. And this year, we are proud to honor America's most prolific and successful playwright, Neil Simon. Variety recently pointed out that Neil Simon's Broadway shows have played more than any other modern playwright. In fact, when the lights come on and the doors open, if you don't see Neil Simon's name on the marquee, it is the exception rather than the rule. And his words have surely made a lot of stars shine very brightly.
If you're ever up for an Academy Award, I promise you I'll keep my fingers crossed for you.
Would you all excuse me for a moment?
Oh, yes. What are you doing in this godforsaken spot?
That's why they call it Hollywood. Shouldn't we kiss or shake hands or something?
Oh, no.
And you agreed?
I mean, no-ho.
I was impossible to live with.
Nah!
Knock, knock, knock.
Close the door! Close the door! I'm sorry! If I don't sit in some hot water, I'm gonna go crazy and I'll bang on the pipe!
I'm not making her crazy.
Shut up, all of you! Are you crazy? I have to go to the can again. I don't want to miss nothing.
I have never heard such a crock of horse in my life.
Let's all get some sleep.
Oh, of course. We've met before. You and Glenda were in the bed above me.
This man is dead.
That's not true. I'm always here for you.
Go ahead, say it.
Oh, you can crack my ribs, but I won't say it.
Brumbies! Brumbies! Can't you just say Brumbies?
If it was funny, I would say it.
Well. Mr. Simon, I have known you for many, many years. I feel that you're much too young for this award, quite frankly, because life achievement implies an awful lot. And we've known each other for a long time and done a lot of work together. I think my preference is for your earlier work with Garfunkel. But some of the more recent, it's Neil. Oh, Neil! I take it all back. You're not too young for this award. But again, we've known each other for years, and Song Sung Blue, Coming to America, all of those, for me, major hits. And I think some of your funniest writing, I would assume that Song Sung Blue was your favorite, was my favorite. Neil Simon. Oh, Doc Simon. Yeah. Did you ever actually get a degree in that?
Doc Simon's career so far spans 30 years, includes 24 plays, 23 motion pictures, 4 musicals, and a ton of television. He has received an endless list of awards. Marvin Neil Simon was born on July 4th, 1927, and for the first few years, he just sat around the house. Neil's mom and dad raised him in Washington Heights, New York, along with his older brother, Danny. After a stint in the Army Air Corps, he and his brother teamed up to write comedy for radio and television.
When we wrote the Phil Silvers show, the Arrow show, that was not Bilko, with Ernie Gluckman was the producer again. And he never would just sat there very, very quietly. And then he used to whisper little jokes to me. And I used to have to tell to everybody and say, did you hear what my brother said all the time?
Danny had nicknamed Neil Doc because he used to do imitations of the family physician. Now he's called Doc because he has a surefire cure for any script.
Doc just has that left of center quirky eye where he can see the funniness in any situation.
And he is quiet, but one thing that's not quiet about him is if he's happy with the performance or the way a show is going, he lets you know it.
He's charming and elegant and funny and wise, smart, and just dumb enough to make you feel all right. You know, that makes you totally intimidated.
In '61, Doc had his first Broadway hit, Come Blow Your Horn. Since then, there's been a string of successes, both on Broadway and in Hollywood.
I love the third act. I love doing the third act in Plaza Suite. That's just one big shry from, am I saying this right? This is a goy trying to talk show business. One big shriek from beginning to end.
There she is, I see her, she's sitting there, and she's crying.
The only one in my family to have a daughter married at the Plaza Hotel, and I've got torn stocking.
He just takes these things and he bases it on the character and then designs a whole new fabric around it to make it more interesting, both comedically and dramatically.
He doesn't let anything slide. He's very nervous about his work sometimes, but always he's like an eagle watching rehearsals.
I think that's why he's so hugely successful, is that people really do feel that he understands and is able to communicate in a way that makes them feel that somebody's talking for them.
Who is it?
Very funny. May I come in?
Door's open.
Are you decent?
I am decent.
Do you realize it is 3 o'clock in the morning and my daughter... You're naked.
I thought you said you were decent.
I am decent. I also happen to be naked.
Doc writes about people, ordinary people in situations often taken from his own life. For example, in Brighton Beach Memoirs, he wrote about a young boy going through puberty.
Tell me what Nora looked like naked. How horny can you get? I don't know. What's the highest score?
In Biloxi Blues, he showed us another boy well on his way to manhood.
Is this your first time?
My first time? Are you kidding? That's funny. No. It's my second time. First time they were closed.
In The Prisoner of Second Avenue, we meet a grown man for whom reality was still somewhat elusive.
They're after you, they're after our kids, my family. They're after every one of our friends.
Mel, who's behind the plot? Is it the kids, the addicts, the Army, the Navy, the Book of the Month Club? Who the hell is it now?
It is the human race.
The human race is responsible for the unemployment?
You're surprised, aren't you?
In The Sunshine Boys, I was bald, gray, and wrinkled, but the scene was pure gold.
You know what you are? You're senile. You know what senile is? I'm not giving you any straight line. Get away! Get away from that phone! Lunatic. Hello? How are you? What?
Is that my daughter?
Will you shut up?
Is that my daughter?
Will you keep quiet? Can't you see I'm talking? Don't you see me on the phone with a person? For God's sakes, will you behave like a human being for 5 seconds? For 5 seconds, behave like a human being! Hello? Just a minute. It's your daughter.
I think there are some people born to play Dockside. For instance, Walter Matthau and Jack Lemmon. They play Doc Simon the way a genius could play a piano or a violin. They pick him up and they play him.
I don't want you in my bedroom. I don't want you in my bathroom, my kitchen, my elevator, my hall, or my building. I don't want you at all. What are you talking about? It's all over, Felix. The whole marriage, we're getting an annulment.
Oscar, what is it? Is it the cooking or the cleaning, the crying?
I'll tell you exactly what it is. The cooking, the cleaning, the crying. Can't take it anymore, Felix. I'm cracking up. You leave me little notes on my pillow. Told you 158 times I cannot stand little notes on my pillow. We are all out of cornflakes, F.U. Took me 3 hours to figure out that F.U. was Felix Unger. Now kindly remove that spaghetti from my pocket. The hell is so funny?
It's not spaghetti, it's linguine.
Now it's garbage.
Neil, I just want to say thank you very much for saving me from a life of anonymity, crime, and squalor. Thank you for allowing me and my family the opportunity to pursue and capture the universal goal of freedom and happiness. I am eternally grateful to you. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Neil Simon.
Please sit down. Your sandwiches will get cold. I just want to say that if Walter Matthau and I didn't have each other, we both would have starved to death. Mine is still frozen, this one, Walter. At the risk of seeming ungrateful, I wish this was half a Lifetime Achievement Award, because I hope I'm not finished yet. And maybe I'm starting to believe in reincarnation, so that maybe I'll get one again the next time around. George Burns, I believe, has 6 Lifetime Awards, all for a separate, complete life. There's a great deal of difference in making people laugh as a writer than as a performer, because for the writer, it becomes vicarious. You get the thrill secondhand. It's as though you spend all this time and effort romancing a girl, and then this funny guy you auditioned and hired gets to go to bed with her. The writer's life is like Cyrano de Bergerac, writing love letters for other people when it's only when he's been hit in the head with a rock and lays dying that Roxanne finally acknowledges it's his letters she fell in love with. And as she says, as he dies, "Honey, I didn't know you were so sexy." I shouldn't write for myself. I really shouldn't. I should get someone else to do it for me. But you don't get these awards without the actors, and I have had the best actors that you could possibly have, and I'm glad that I've lived at this generation to get them. From Phil Silvers to Sid Caesar and Walter Matthau and Jack Lemmon and Art Carney and Richard Dreyfuss and Marsha Mason and George C. Scott and Maureen Stapleton and Carol Burnett and Peter Falk and Peter Sellers and Goldie Hawn and Chevy Chase and Robert Redford and Jane Fonda and Michael Caine and Maggie Smith and Matthew Broderick. And if I mentioned all of them, it really would be a lifetime achievement. So thank you very much.
Here are the co-stars of Naked Gun, Priscilla Presley and Leslie Nielsen.
Priscilla?
Good evening, Leslie.
You know, we had the opportunity to work together in The Naked Gun.
Yes, and Leslie was nominated for a comedy award as funniest male in a motion picture.
I'm really sorry that you weren't nominated.
Well, surely you had a stronger supporting cast than I did.
But I asked you not to call me Shirley. You know, a lot of people loved Naked Gun, but there were a few who felt that the puns were corny and that the gag situations were corny. There were even a few who felt the sound gags were, you know, kind of crude.
Obviously, those were devices that we were given. But left to our own devices, we would certainly never sink to that level of humor, right?
Well, it certainly wouldn't be my idea to pinch your cheek and
You know, I've studied and worked hard to become an accomplished actress, just so that I can go on television in front of millions of people and have this silly person pinch my cheek and go... For supporting female motion picture, the nominees are, from Working Girl, Joan Cusack.
Mr. Jack Trainer to see you, Miss McGill.
Thank you, Cynthia.
Hold all calls, Miss McGill.
Yes, Cynthia, thank you.
Can I get you anything, Mr. Trainer? Coffee, tea, me?
From Scrooged, Carol Kane.
I had a funny feeling. Why did you do that?
Sometimes you have to slap them in the face just to get their attention.
From Hairspray, Ricky Lake.
I don't know about you, but I feel like dancing. I've got the bug.
From Beetlejuice, Catherine O'Hara.
But I must express myself. If you don't let me gut out this house and make it my own, I will go and stay, and I will take you with me.
From Working Girl, Sigourney Weaver.
So, how do you think the party's going? Pretty well, I think. Should I stop serving now?
Better make one more round.
Right.
I'd love to help you, but we can't busy the quarterback with passing out the Gatorade. Arnie, my hero.
The winner is Joan Cusack in Working Girl.
Joan was unable to be here with us tonight, so we accept this award on her behalf.
Good evening. I'm Elise Beasley. And, thanks. Last week was the final broadcast of the final episode of Moonlighting. And, I just want you all to know that I don't care what you heard in the press or what people told you, there was no trouble on our set. No trouble. Everyone got along very well. They were cooperative, they were pleasant to work with. Oh, by the way, the Korean War never occurred. Columbus discovered Japan, and Exxon really is trying. But, you know, now I'm unemployed because the show is over, and there's not a lot of work for rhyming secretaries, so I thought I would seize the moment and take this opportunity to show you some of my other talents. Every breath you take, every move you make, every move you make, every breath you take, I'll be watching you. Thank you.
It's delicious, it's delightful, it's tasty, it's rare.
You like the show that much?
What show? I was talking about the veal.
Hopeless. And now the stars of The Bill Cosby Show and Roseanne, Keisha Knight Pulliam, and Sarah Gilbert.
Wow, did you hear that? The star of The Bill Cosby Show.
Yeah, I heard it. You think Bill Cosby heard it?
Well, if he and Roseanne are together, we'd both be out of a job.
Yeah, well, we don't want that to happen. We're both really lucky kids.
Yeah, let's face it. Our shows are number 1 and 2.
You mean 1 and 2? Well, anyway, one of the reasons these shows are so popular is because they're about family and loving couples.
Here's one right now.
Tyrone and Gladys.
I bought her 6 pounds of raw liver in an old brown paper bag. She took my...
Tyrone F. Horneye.
Oh, 'tis I. How, my little dove of love. How are you? Wouldst care for a walnutto?
Oh, I haven't seen you for a long time. Thank goodness. What are you doing here?
I happen to be an award show aficionado, and this is one of my favorites.
Oh, come on, Tyrone. What do you know about awards?
Oh, I'll tell you. Oh, thank you. Oh. Actually, I have acquired an adroit capacity for bestowing awards upon those who have achieved greatness.
Oh, well, thank you, Tyrone.
Why, of course, along the way, I have picked up a few personal encomiums.
Really?
Yes, would you care to glance at my Grammy? Well, in that case, would you like to sneak a peek at the People's Choice? You just crushed my Golden Globes. I'm sure the Nobel Peace Prize is out of the question.
Ladies and gentlemen, Steve Allen.
Thank you very much. When we started doing The Tonight Show back in the 1950s, there were maybe just a couple of hundred comedians in all of show business, plus 100 or so in Washington, of course. But today, thanks to the comedy clubs and the people moving scenery while you're performing, today there are thousands of stand-up comedians, and that's just in Washington. I marched to a different drummer. Thank you. All right, no readers. Anyway, they used to say that there was no place for comedians to learn to fail. Well, we've straightened that out tonight, I must say. Anyway, there are people all over the places all over the country where they can do that. We have, however, for the next 2 awards, we'll go to comedians who are out there working, all seriousness aside, in the comedy trenches, in the clubs. This is Rave Magazine. This is my hand that holds Rave Magazine. And for those of you not familiar with it, what National Geographic is to the jungles of Africa, Rave is to the swamps of comedy. Unfortunately, there are no pictures of topless comics in the March and April issues. But anyway, Rave asked for nominations from the leading comedy club owners all across the country. And you know how much they know. But listen, they would either open a club or run a Midas muffler shop, so it didn't work out too well. But really, 500,000 ballots of the top eligible men and women and whatever there is were distributed by Rave in comedy clubs all over America, making this, believe it or not, the largest single survey ever conducted for any award show. You may all, in uniform, in unison, go, but that's the truth. Patrons place their ballots in boxes provided by the comedy clubs, to the comedy clubs by Dr. Pepper, who is backstage at the moment. Thank you, Doctor. So anyway, Price Waterhouse tabulated the results, and I'm glad they're back together again. And the next two awards go to the comedians who are out there working, as I think I already established, in the comedy clubs. The first award goes to the funniest female comedy club stand-up comic. And the nominees are Ellen DeGeneres.
My grandmother started walking 5 miles a day when she was 60. She's 97 today. We don't know where the hell she is.
Diane Ford.
I'm from Minnesota originally. Oh, yeah, for sure. Oofta, oofta. Play me that polka big boy.
Carol Leifer.
What else can I tell you about myself? Single, divorced, I don't have any kids. Well, at least none that I know about.
Paula Poundstone.
My mom was one of those real angry moms. You know the kind that get mad at absolutely everything? One time I knocked a Flintstones glass off the kitchen table. She said, well, damn it, we can't have nice things.
Pam Stone.
I asked the minister, I said, what do you think death is like? And he says, it's beautiful, Pam, because besides seeing God, you'll get to spend eternity with all your past relatives.
And the winner is Paula Poundstone.
Thanks very much. I'm just checking for validation. This is a very, very nice thing. I came this close to the Lifetime Achievement. And I'm feeling pretty darn good about it. My favorite things in the world are audiences to begin with, which I guess is fairly egocentric. But I like to thank the audiences in San Francisco in particular and everywhere. It's a very nice thing, and particularly on the tails of my small black cat, Baloo, recently winning funniest cat in a one-bedroom. This really brings it home. Thank you very, very much.
And now, fighting for their very survival, the nominees for male comedy club stand-up comic are Richard Jenny.
I have nothing else to do. I actually went to the video store. I rented all 4 Jaws movies in a row. If you ever had any doubt that you were wasting your life, spend the night doing that.
Larry Miller.
I just broke up with someone. The last thing she said to me was, you'll never find anyone like me again. You know, and I'm thinking, I should hope not.
Emo Phillips.
I left for college that September. My dad said, I'm going to miss you. I said, well, now that I broke that sight off your rifle.
Bobby Slayton.
So this Chinese waiter comes out of the kitchen. The man barely understands English, let alone my aunt, who sounds like Jerry Lewis.
I don't want pork. Oh, is there pork in this? I don't want pork. I don't want spicy. Oh, hey, Dean. Ah.
Dennis Wolfberg.
My wife had the nerve a little while back to accuse me of being a sexist pig, which for a Jewish person such as myself is a double insult.
And the winner in this category is Bobby Slayton.
Yeah, thanks. I guess now I gotta be funnier and more sincere than Paula Poundstone and I sound like B. Arthur, don't I? Anyway, listen, I don't know who the hell to thank. I know my wife is sitting there. She wants me to thank her, but you had nothing to do with this. And I know Bud Freeman will get really pissed if I don't thank him at the Improv, and so I'll thank him so I get better spots on Saturday night. But I'll tell you one thing really quickly. You know what's amazing when you do these awards? Oh, I could do a lot of these award shows. You know, if you win an Emmy, you win a Grammy, you win an Academy Award, the next day offers pile up on your desk. When you win the best club comic, next week I go to like Tupelo and play Yuck Yucks and get $50 more a week. So, what the hell? Anyway, thanks a lot. I'll see you later. Thanks.
Mark Lynn Baker, it is so nice to see you again.
Peter Scolari, what a delightful surprise.
You know, I've got to tell you something. I watch Perfect Strangers every week, and I think it's terrific.
Well, hey, I'm a big fan of the Newhart Show. I wouldn't miss it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What you've just seen is an example of TV chit-chat. You see it every night.
All day we've been sitting together backstage waiting to go on.
See, then we come out here and we shake hands and make as though we haven't seen each other for a year.
And the trick is to look and sound sincere. I think we've done that.
I think so.
Yes.
I felt good.
We're always happy to share a few tricks of the trade. But now we're here to present an award.
Actually, no, we're here to plug our shows.
I think we've shared enough tricks of the trade for one evening.
Perhaps you're right. Our goal tonight, ladies and gentlemen, is to help present a very much deserved Lifetime Achievement Award.
And who better to present than a man who has achieved a great deal in his lifetime. He is suave, debonair.
He can dodge divans with the best of them. Ladies and gentlemen, he is Dick Van Dyke.
A lot of funny people. Each year, 1,100 comedians fill out ballots to determine male and female stars who they feel throughout their lifetime have contributed the most to the art of comedy. This year, the 5 women honored were Eve Arden, Goldie Hawn, Elaine May, and Betty White. This year's Lifetime Achievement Award for female went to Katharine Hepburn. Miss Hepburn is in New York and couldn't be here this evening, but many congratulations, Katharine. The comedians also selected 5 men to honor for their lifetime contribution to comedy. And this year, the 5 men were Mel Blanc, Art Carney, Johnny Carson, and Jack Lemmon. But the favorite this year for a Lifetime Achievement Award is a man whose career spans 70 years. And it gives me a great deal of personal pleasure to say that his name is Red Skelton. He started in medicine shows, chautauqua, minstrel shows. He even worked on a real Mississippi riverboat. He was in dance marathons. He was in burlesque. Since then, he's made dozens of movies and he's appeared in literally hundreds of television shows. But his first love is the circus. We love him the most because he's known as America's favorite clown. And of course, his paintings of clowns have become almost as famous as Red Skelton himself.
Isn't it rich? Are we a pair? Me here at last on the ground, you in midair. Send in the clowns. Isn't it bliss? Don't you approve? One who keeps tearing around, one who can't move. Where are the clowns? Send in the clowns. Just when I stopped opening doors, finally knowing the one that I wanted was yours, making my entrance again with my usual flair, sure of my lines, no one is there. Don't you love the farce? My fault, I fear. I thought that you'd want what I want. Sorry, my dear. But where are the clowns? Send in the clowns. Don't bother, they're here.
Ladies and gentlemen, Red Skelton.
Gee, I don't know if this is an achievement for staying off network television for 20 years or not. This is a lovely way to end off a day that didn't start off too good. I forgot it was my twin brother's birthday. And then I got a nasty paper cut off of the invitation. And then I left my keys in my car and I had to break the windshield to get my wife out. You never know if they're going to do, if they want you to say anything or not, but I put some stuff down here. I get my glasses here. I really don't need glasses, but I reached the age where curiosity is greater than vanity. I have all kind of glasses, you know. They're a different kind. First you have these for people who want to overlook things. Then you have these for people looking for a new slant on life. Then you have these for movies for watching Cher pictures. And it's according to what part of Cher you want to look at. Then we have television glasses. These are for reruns. These are for people who like Laverne and hate Shirley. But I have these here, and I've written this little speech I would like to give to you right now. I've heard it myself. I don't care for it. Down deep in my heart, I'd like to thank each and every one of you, especially for the younger comedians. I think the comedian is the most serious man in the world because he must know his fellow man so well that he can mime and imitate him without hating him completely. And they're the most serious men because they're as dedicated as the most monastic monk. And I thank each and every one of you for allowing me for 66 years to try and make you laugh, because it's a lot of fun to try and make people laugh, because regardless of what your heartache might have been, while laughing for a few seconds, you've forgotten about it. I thank each and every one of you, the people listening, the audience, members of my profession. I'll say good night, and may God bless. Thank you.
The third annual American Comedy Awards will continue in just a moment.
Go ahead, Mr. Hope.
Hey, hi, this is Bob Comedy Awards Hope. And now, ladies and gentlemen, direct from Washington, D.C., here she is, Jane Russell, right here.
No,
wild?
Mr. Hope, read him again.
Oh, you want to hold that card up a little higher? All right, I see it now. Here he is, Mark Russell, right here. Mark Russell. You know, he was...
Thank you, Bob. Jane's a lot more fun to dance with. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring you greetings from my bailiwick, public television, soon to bridge the gap between the culture and the masses with a show starring Garrison Keillor and Morton Downey Jr. It'll be called Up Yours, Lake Wobegon. Once again, this show is remiss in the awards that are missing. Where I ask is the award for the Speaker of the House, Jim Wright, for best comedic performance in a dramatic series. Every day, Jim Wright on the defensive just once. Wouldn't you love to see a politician go on television and say, well, you got me? Where's the award for Senator John Tower, who wanted to be Secretary of Defense? In his confirmation hearing, John Tower said he would not be influenced by defense contractors. With him were his children, Martin, Marietta, McDonald, and Douglas, and his little grandson, Northrop. Jim Wright was there with his daughter, Honoraria. Where I ask is the award for Panama's Manuel Noriega, whose recent election makes him my nominee to be an honorary Chicago politician. Regarding the Panama Canal itself, George Bush has two options: sending troops to the canal or sending the Exxon Valdez to the canal. The Exxon Valdez, whose captain said, why blame me? I had a designated driver, didn't I? How about the award for the United States and Japan finally getting together to make this new jet fighter, the FSX. Now, we have to be very careful not to give away our technology for the jet fighter, which is why we will make the propeller. How about the award to the University of Utah, two of whose professors recently discovered something called cold fusion. In Utah, you can't get a cold beer in that state. And speaking of science, what about that computer virus last year? The computer virus, an insidious plan dreamed up by one lone college student, which in effect ate away at the central brain of the nation's interconnected computer systems. It had a global effect. That week in Thailand, 400 people won the Illinois lottery. Finally, we come to Lieutenant Colonel Oliver North, only wound up with lying to Congress. It's amazing. When North lies to Congress, it's called following orders. When Ronald Reagan did it, it was called the State of the Union Address. So here we have our salute. Ollie has has to take the rap. For others, I must warn ya, no one has returned his calls to Bel Air, California. There wasn't any quid pro quo, George Bush would assure us. 'Twas only for the tennis that he went to Honduras. Appeals will drag for years and years. Supreme Court will inherit. Chief Justice Jesse Jackson will decide it on its merit. President Amy Carter will announce in the Rose Garden that she plans to give George Bush a presidential pardon. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Now, here are Louis Anderson and Kermit the Frog.
Good evening, Kermit.
Good evening, Louis. But what's so good about it? You know, here we have a 2-hour television program. We have 17 awards, 85 nominees. They're all people. You know, there's not a frog among them.
Well, don't be upset, Kermit.
Well, that's easy for you to say. You know, you're nominated for 2 of these people plaques.
Well, look at it this way. We're in a nice place. There's a lot of nice people. And later, they're going to serve ham sandwiches. Which reminds me, where's Miss Piggy?
Yeah. Miss Piggy refused to show up tonight.
Oh, what's her beef?
All right. That's it. I'm walking.
Oh, Kermit, just kidding.
Yeah. Well, listen. Miss Piggy is not going to go to any more award shows until they have categories for non-people, you see.
Well, they have those awards now.
Hmm?
Yeah, they're called directors.
Oh. I'm serious, Louis. Just look around. You see, there's nothing but people out there as far as the eye can see.
Oh, no, there's 2 over there. 2 directors.
Just think about it.
I told him that joke wouldn't work, Kermit.
It's a director joke. Yeah. Hey, but Louis, who are your big stars? Just think this. You got Mickey, who's a mouse. You got Roger Rabbit, a cartoon. Alf, an alien.
You, a sock.
Anyhow, for the funniest male performer in a television series, leading role from Family Ties, Michael J. Fox.
From Roseanne, John Goodman.
From The Late Show, Arsenio Hall.
From The Late Show, Jay Leno.
And from It's Gary Shandling Show, Gary Shandling.
And the winner is... Roseanne Barr. No. And the winner is...
Yep.
From Roseanne, John Goodman. John Goodman couldn't be here tonight, so I'm going to accept this on his behalf. Thank you very much. Congratulations, John. Oh, I'm sorry. They didn't tell me that. We're off, I think. Are we here? Hello?
I think we're here.
Kermit, take it.
Hold up!
Do we have an award?
And now, ladies and gentlemen, here are 2 of the big reasons why there are 6 Police Academy films. Officer Bubba Smith and crime fighter officer Michael Winslow.
On Police Academy, we were fortunate to have wonderful cast of players. One lady was particularly interesting. You saw her as No White, but she appeared with us as Officer Hooks.
We want you to meet Officer Hooks as she looks out of uniform.
Yeah, 2 more reasons why the films were such a hit. Here is Marion Ramsey.
Real love.
Girl, I think that it's about time that America saw what we were seeing during the rehearsals of Police Academy. Michael, what do you think about that? Of course. Marion, in the show, you wore a lot of padding, but you had a squeaky little voice.
Yeah, let the people also hear what you sound like in real life, huh?
Oh, thank you, Papa. I'm just so glad to be here.
Yo! On the 3rd Annual Comedy Awards! Hey!
Word. For funniest actress in a motion picture, the nominees are A Fish Called Wonder, Jamie Lee Curtis.
From Working Girl, Melanie Griffith.
That's mine! From Big Business, Bette Midler.
From Bull Durham, Susan Sarandon.
From Big Business, Lily Tomlin.
And the winner is Bette Midler in Big Business!
Beth's out of town said that she wasn't going to be here, wouldn't be able to accept the award. She's not here, so we're accepting it for her. Right?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I requested that I be permitted to present another award, inasmuch as my opening remarks were so viciously undermined by sophomoric pranks. The next award is extremely prestigious, and I've been asked to see to it that it be presented in an appropriate manner. May I have the nominees, please? For funniest supporting male in a motion picture, the nominees are, from The Accidental Tourist, Ed Begley Jr. From Who Framed Roger Rabbit, Charles Fleischer. From Scrooged, Bob Goldthwait. From Coming to America, Arsenio Hall. From Moon Over Parador, Jonathan Winters. And the winner is Arsenio Hall in Coming to America.
Thank you very much. This is a very important award to me because the people in this room and the people involved in making sure that I got it are people who understand very much what my life is all about and what I do for a living. This is the most important award that you could give me. Mr. Skelton, thanks for paving the way. God bless you all. Thank you. Now I get to bring up a man who has also done what you've done. I saw him when I was at Kent State University. I watched him, and after he spoke, everybody wanted to riot and tear shit up. And he affects you that way, you know, he moves you to do something along with laughing. Dick Gregory.
Incidentally, the American Comedy Award will be giving free vacations to all the comedians who don't win anything tonight. You can either go to Panama or the People's Republic of China. I mean, have you thought about the People's Republic of China? I mean, think about that for a minute. They have over 1 billion people. I mean, can you imagine China has more census takers than we in America have people? I don't know. But you know, you think about all of the comics and where we're going and all of the beautiful things that's been happening here today, and I think about how far black comics have come in the last 50 years. I mean, think about back in the old days, you see a black comic on TV, eyes buck, running from ghosts, talking about feet don't fail me now. And now we go all the way into Bill Cosby, who buys a Rolls Royce to match his socks so he can drive down to Atlanta, Georgia to give $20 million to a black college. And black comics have really had an effect on the national political system. I remember President Bush during the campaign said, "Read my lips." Where do you think that came from? Willie Tyler and Lester, "Read my lips." I just want to say thanks to those of you that just take time out to salute the comics today. And as I look at the Red Skeltons and all of the beautiful people that came before this young group that Red talked about, and I just want to say to you youngsters to remember that it was a whole lots of comics that went through a whole lots of pain so you can have the freedom. And believe me, it's a lot of freedom today to do what you want to do. Freedom to stand up in a tux or sneakers. Freedom to be fat or skinny. Freedom to say whatever you want to say. That's what America is about. And when I look at you young comics, I just say, free at last, free at last. Great God Almighty, we're free at last. So in leaving you, a special thanks to all of those great black comics that suffered through Unnamed, the Nipseys, the Red Foxes, down through the years that nobody ever knew, and had it not been for Jet and Ebony magazine that was telling somebody we was alive, nobody would have known us. So thank you. God bless you. Peace be with you. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, one of the stars of Golden Girls, Estelle Getty.
Good evening. When I was asked to appear, I stipulated that I be allowed to request my own co-presenters. After weeks of deliberation, I finally settled on 2 outstanding performers. Here are Lyle Alzado and Marcus Allen. Good evening, gentlemen.
Oh, Estelle, you know, you're a lot taller than I imagined you were.
You smooth talker, you.
You know, Lyle has a way with the girls. Well, you know, actually, Marcus and I are very surprised that we were invited here to the Comedy Awards.
That's right, Estelle. Comedy is not really my line of work.
Oh, come on. I thought among the 3 of us we could probably have a lot of laughs, you know. Big yucks.
Well, what about the awards?
Okay, first the awards, and then we'll talk about those big yucks.
For the funniest actor in a motion picture.
The nominees are, for A Fish Called Wanda, John Cleese.
From Midnight Run, Robert De Niro.
From Big, Tom Hanks.
From The Fish Called Wanda, Kevin Kline.
And the winner is... The winner is Tom Hanks in Big.
swell. Go right ahead.
Yes, here we are. Thank you.
You're welcome.
No, Tom is not here, so I will accept the award. I don't know Tom. We've never met. But I know that he would want me to thank everyone who is connected with that wonderful picture, The Naked Gun from the Files of Police Squad. So I thank him, and I'd like to thank Tom Hanks, too. Thank you.
The third annual American Comedy Awards will continue in a moment. Marley Matlin and Arsenio Hall.
Thank you. I said a bad word earlier. I'm so embarrassed. Hi, Marley.
Hello, Arsenio.
Do you carry this guy everywhere you go?
Well, no, not everywhere I go. But when it comes to you, Arsenio, I really need him with me.
You don't understand. You're safe with me. Plus, you got all these people here. Don't worry about it. Look, why don't you go get some of them sandwiches Louis was talking about? You know what I mean? Now, don't you feel safe? She speaks Italian. I had no idea. Okay, the nominees for funniest stand-up female comic are
Roseanne Barr, Elaine Prisler, Whoopi Goldberg, Lily Tomlin, Tracy Ullman.
And the winner is, can I do this part?
Roseanne Barr.
Oh, I'm so surprised! Thank you for electing me as your queen. If there is ever anything more you can do for me, please don't hesitate to call. You know, my only regret is that I didn't have to sleep around much to win this award. But oh well, there's always the Oscars. You're all fired! It's all true. It's all true. Schultz, and it is my pleasure to introduce the next. What are you doing over there, Gilbert?
Hi. I'm Gilbert Gottfried.
Yes.
I'll manage this thing. They should never get a Jew to do physical labor.
Learn to make the drops your friends,
Yes,
Gilbert.
okay, so we're gonna play win-lose or something.
No, well, it's win, lose, or draw, and I appreciate the plug, Gilbert,
Yes.
but we're not here to do that.
Okay, well, let's play.
No,
Let's play.
We're not here to play. We're here to introduce the next presenter.
Okay, who is the next presenter?
The
next presenter.
All right.
Can you do it? Can you? I can guess. I can guess. I'm very good. I can guess.
All right, fine.
Yes.
Okay, we'll play
Yes.
win, lose, or draw.
Please.
Okay, here it is. Here it is. Look.
Okay, that's something very obscene.
No, it's a.
It's a snake with a spinal disorder.
No, it's a woman. It's a girl. It's a.
It's a cane. It's a cane. I knew it. I knew it was a cane.
Okay, great. Here we go.
Okay, that's somebody yawning.
No.
That's someone watching the show right now.
Wait a minute. Yeah.
That's someone with wings. They're singing.
This'll help.
Yes. Okay. It's a tree.
It's a
tree. What kind of tree is that?
What kind of tree? Gottfried.
Gottfried at Christmas?
I expect a Gottfried to know what kind of tree.
Oh, she did a Jew joke! She did a Jew joke! I knew it! I'm out here for 5 minutes and already it's Jew!
Okay. It's a Christmas What do you sing at Christmas? A Christmas
Carol?
Carol?
Kane!
That's
Christmas
her!
Carol Kane!
Carol Kane!
Christmas Carol Kane!
Thank you, Vicki. Thank you, Gilbert. Excellent. Jacques Tati once said that when a baby is born, it doesn't have to be taught how to sleep, eat, cry, or laugh. The rest of its life, we teach it when to sleep, what to eat, not to cry, and to be very, very careful what it laughs at. We are here tonight to recognize some very talented people whose gifts have allowed us to forget to be careful what we laugh at. We are here to salute them for elevating their craft into what many believe is an art form. And if anybody's got any problem with this notion, I got this to say to them.
Sometimes you have to slap them in the face just to get their attention.
Thank you. The nominees for Funniest Female Performer in a Television Series leading role are, from Golden Girls, Beatrice Arthur.
Blanche, please, I am in no mood to hear about the parade of endless sexual encounters that you have experienced up and down the Florida coastline.
From Roseanne Barr.
Please don't embarrass me. Please.
Oh, honey, there's no way we'd embarrass you.
From Murphy Brown, Candace Bergen.
Honey, I'll make you happy. I don't need to do more. 'Cause you make me feel.
From Golden Girls, Estelle Getty.
What we have here is getting on my nerves.
Mom, where are you going?
Someplace where there are no pictures, no slides, and no walks down memory lane.
I'll come with you.
What are we, nuns? We don't have to travel in pairs. I'm out of here.
From the Tracy Ullman Show, Tracy Ullman.
Yes, we will. You are making a big mistake. Am I? Yes, you are.
I don't think so.
I think so.
Well, we'll see.
Yes,
we will.
And the winner is Roseanne Barr in Roseanne.
I'm just so overwhelmed by the size, scope, and meaning of these awards, why I just... I'm so full! And they come in handy, too. You know, this is my third comedy award, and I'm so excited because at last I have bookends.
And now, direct from her kitchen, Miss Phyllis Diller.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very, very much. And what a thrill it is for me tonight to see so many women getting comedy awards. Yes. The greatest. You see, when I started out as a stand-up comic, women were just the butt of jokes, usually portrayed by bimbettes whose IQ was just a little bit higher than their bust size. But we were allowed to do commercials on television where we presented mysterious solutions for mysterious maladies in mysterious places. Most women on television were not allowed to mention, let alone acknowledge the possession of a vital organ, any vital organ, between the neck and the kneecap. Whatever was there either itched, ached, or throbbed. And it had to be shaved, shampooed, or shrunk. But now, today, women in comedy are at least of equal importance. And fortunately, oh, how nice. And now, We even have signs of intelligent life in comedy. And one of the big reasons is my brilliant friend, Lily Tomlin.
2 years ago, on the first American Comedy Awards, a Lifetime Achievement Award went to Lucille Ball. I mean, let's face it, when you're talking about a lifetime of comedy, there was only one Lucy. Anyway, Bette Midler and I also received awards that night, and right there in the middle of a live telecast, we started to talk about Lucy. I had never met her, and Bette had. Here's what happened. The thing I would like most is if I could only meet Lucy. I know. So, Lucy, if you're watching, maybe you could have me. I know you've had Bette to tea, maybe, or you've met her, but maybe you could have. Well, I don't want to beg or anything, but. And then maybe we could watch the ballet sequence together. That's my favorite segment. No, I like the ballet best. Oh, well, all right. And, and slowly I turned.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so, Lucy, please, maybe that could happen.
I'll arrange it. I met her once.
Okay, oh, this would be great. Oh, bless you. Okay, this is the only thing that makes it all worthwhile. Don't you think?
I agree. Thank you, everyone who voted for me, and I'm glad Bill's with me tonight, and we're going to go see Lucy. All right.
Okay, thank you. Well, we did set up a dinner at Chasen's, and that night when we arrived, Bette said hello to Lucy, and then she introduced us. I met Lucy. It was a night I will never forget. She was so warm, so funny. She told us such great stories. She had us in stitches. She was everything I'd ever dreamed. Adorable, happy. In a word, she was wonderful in a word, in 10 words. She was full of all the reasons that everyone in the world says and will continue for generations to say, oh, I love Lucy. Tonight's program is being dedicated to her memory, and from now on, the Female Life Achievement Award will be known as the Lucy.
It'll be called the Lucy, and here are just a few of the reasons why. Never looked at sadness, she put on a happy face. She filled our lives with gladness because of her happy face. She took off the gloomy mask of tragedy that was not her style. She looked so good that we were glad she decided to smile. She picked out a special outlook. She stuck out her noble chin. Never a full of doubt look, slapped on a happy grin. She spread sunshine all over the place because of her happy, happy face. What she had was wild and mad. That lady had some class, the kind of broad we all applaud. Class with lots of brass. She was our friend right till the end. We all loved her en masse. She had style, and what a smile. Wow, that lass had class. Number one, our gal had fun, spiced with lots of sass. She loved her pals, both guys and gals. That lady was a blast. She had it all, our Lucille Ball. Let's rise and raise a glass. We can't conceal, we love Lucille for her touch of class. We love you, Lucy.
Thank you.
Thank you and good night.
Thank you.
The third annual American Comedy Awards have been brought to you by Burger King, where we do it like you do it. Dodge, the cars and trucks America wants, the terms America needs. And Dr. Pepper, Diet Dr. Pepper and Dr. Pepper bottlers across the USA. Most nonstops to the New York area than any other airline. Continental, working to be your choice to the Big Apple. Accommodations provided by Hyatt. This summer, camp out at Camp Hyatt, where family vacations are as much fun for parents as they are for kids. Exclusively at Hyatt Hotels and Resorts. Also winning American Comedy Awards were Tracy Ullman, funniest female performer in a television special; David Letterman, funniest male performer in a television special; and Robin Williams, funniest stand-up comic male. Some of tonight's winners were notified in advance.